Hey everyone, it's Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna be going to Target and I'm gonna be reviewing the new Studio Mcgee line with Target for the fall collection. We're gonna be talking about all the hits, all of the misses, and I'm really excited for this video because last time they had a Studio Mcgee with Target launch, I had COVID, so I couldn't get one of these videos out in a timely manner because I couldn't go to the store, and you know how that all works. So I'm really excited because this collection just dropped online July 11th. Everything was kind of trickling through the stores a bit earlier, so I was able to go and show you guys a lot of the product. When I do these types of videos, I like to go to as many Targets as I can just so I can show the product in person, and a lot of different Targets have different stock and stuff like that. So we're gonna go to the stores and then we're gonna come back home and I'm show you guys all the stuff that's only available online and just the things that I couldn't find in the store. So it's gonna be a really fun video. So if you guys are ready, let's go to Target. And just walking in here, you can see that Target has now added these pricing guides for all of their larger furniture pieces just because they didn't have a lot of price tags on their bulkier items in the past. So this was very nice of them. And as you guys can see, a lot of these pieces are very fall inspired and have a much richer, moodier color palette than the last collection. I love this because it really allows us to easily switch up our home accents for the seasons, along with just allowing us to get our hands on some new year-round staples as well. All right, guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I feel like brown is a very overlooked color when it comes to vases, especially if you have a lot of light colors and materials in your space. It can contrast really well, and since it has a very earthy tone, it helps your space feel very natural while still keeping things nice and neutral. So I'm personally drawn to brown vases in my home, so I immediately started playing around with this gorgeous new vase. It's only $25, but I feel like if you add some large stems, it can really make a statement that looks very expensive. I love adding super long twiggy stems because it almost gives the vase a look of an art piece when you arrange them in the right way. These stems were actually from the Magnolia Hearth and Hand collection, and I believe they were $10 per stem. This vase wasn't part of the new collection, but I just wanted to include it because Serena and Lily has a very similar, actually honestly identical looking vase for $168, and the fact that we can get this arrangement for $35 and it includes the stem is such a steal. And I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, when I saw this piece online, I was super excited to see it in person, but after seeing it in the store, I was just let down a little bit. I found that the leaves just look a little fake, and I'm not sure if it was just the coloring or what, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like this one? I love the pot that it comes in, and they actually have it in an olive tree with the same pot, so I feel like I'm way more inclined to get that, but I'm just not loving the ficus or the ficus leaves. I don't know if it's the shade of green or what, but I don't know. Not that these are new either, but I'm just loving ferns right now. I'm seeing a lot of designers using them in their designs, and they can be used throughout the seasons. They're also just a super classic piece of greenery to incorporate in your space. So the fall collection has a really great lineup of area rugs, and I love this one with its subtle pattern and color. I think it's as close as you're going to get to the look of a genuine Persian rug for this price point. Okay, so next, I love these gorgeous bookends. Pottery Barn actually has a pair of marble bookends for $100 that aren't even as cute. So the fact that we can get the same look for 1/4 of the price is amazing. And this little stone catch-all tray is super cute. It is Project 62, but I think it'd look really nice like on a nightstand or in your bathroom to hold jewelry. And I also love this little ball tchotchke. It's a good deal for only $10 and is actually very lightweight and is made of wood, which I feel like is a little deceiving because it can kind of take on the appearance it's made of metal. But I also love that each one of these bookends have slightly different veining on the stone depending on which one you get, so that each piece is slightly unique in its own way. Now these rust-colored lamps I'm assuming are replacing the light wood table lamp from last season, and I'm just going to be honest here, these aren't my favorite. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around the fact that these types of shades are coming back into style. Maybe that's just me and me being too picky, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I can appreciate they took a little risk with the colors in this collection, and it could be fun for those of you who love a little pop somewhere though. I also love this faux rawhide texture, which I live for because it is not your typical metal frame mirror. It has some character and allows you to layer some texture in your space, which is a very designer look. Now listen, I love me a good wooden tray, but I love trays made of other materials even more, and let me tell you why. Most of the surfaces, not all, but most, that you're going to put a tray on are wood. A wooden coffee table, a dresser, etc. So when a tray is a contrasting material, it makes it really versatile and you're able to swap it around to other surfaces when you want to switch things up. And I personally think a metal cane or marble tray looks really good contrasted against wood than just another type of wood. Another type of wood is still nice, but these are really pretty versatile pieces in my opinion. Now, this curved back chair and matching ottoman have grown on me a lot since I first saw it. I love the wood detail on the bottom of the ottoman, and the curved back chairs are just very trendy right now. So the fabric used here is really pretty and would go well with lots of different decor styles. And I love unique neutral pieces like this that are instantly able to transform an empty corner into a visually interesting yet very cozy space. A lot of the newer pieces with bigger furniture I've noticed are much more darker and moodier tones than the light woods that we were seeing before. A lot of things kind of have a mid-century modern vibe, which makes sense because mid-century modern has lots of warm tones, lots of honey kind of toned wood just to warm things up in a space. So it makes sense that this stuff is being used for the fall collection. So definitely very season appropriate, and I love it if you have a lot of lighter things and you just want something to kind of provide contrast. A lot of these pieces are great for that. Now this next gorgeous chair is a dupe for the Yates chair on the Mcgee & Co. high-end site, and I think this is a great alternative if you don't want to spend over $1,000 for a chair. I love the light linen-y fabric and think this would just look so elegant and provide a really pretty neutral base in any kind of space. Now this bench isn't new, but I did just want to show it because I have been seeing a lot of designers using it in their spaces. It is such a unique, beautiful bench with pretty lines and just very casual. I love this piece, and I think it'd be great if you wanted to put it underneath a window or in an entryway, or maybe put two of them opposite a couch or something like that. I think these are so beautiful. Another thing we're seeing a lot of in this collection are these really pretty pillows. They have a lot of moodier tones in them, just things that kind of align your space for fall without screaming fall, which we all know is what I personally love. I think you can, kind of teeter on the tackier side of things if you just go too far all out with leaves and pumpkins and pilgrims and all that. But when you have like little subtle pieces of fall throughout your home and little subtle nods to it, I just think it looks so elegant and high-end. Granted, this is just my opinion. You guys decorate for the seasons however you want to. I just love that we are able to get our hands on these designer seasonal pieces to kind of help us and guide us, get our homes ready for the seasons and just look nice at the same time. So this lamp was so interesting to me. It was kind of like a purpley color, so it's definitely unique and interesting. There was two lamps here and one was more purple than the other, as you guys can see here, so I think it might depend on which one you get, but I love the shape of it. It is just a tad expensive for what it is in my personal opinion, but still really pretty. So normally I'm not a huge fan of words on artwork or anything like that, but I think that this is so tasteful. Shay Mcgee knows exactly what she's doing. I think this is so beautiful. I love the texture and the wooden frame. This piece is really moody, as you guys can tell, fits perfectly into the vibe of this collection. It looks kind of like maybe like a town in northern Italy or something, and this guy isn't new, but I just love this, and I never actually see it in the store because it's out of stock, so I just wanted to show you guys it in person. But I really love these accent pieces. This collection has a lot of these. It also has a lot from the past season as well. Lots of different options and colors for you to decorate your space with. This one's a new one, and I think it's really pretty. It definitely fits with the moody vibe, but we're now going to head home and I'm going to show you all of my favorite pieces that I saw online, and we're going to talk about how to utilize them in your space. All right, you guys, so we're back home and let's talk about these really fun pieces that I feel like sometimes just hide out on Target's website. Like, you don't know Target sells it if it's not constantly in the store, and then sometimes I'll just like be stalking their website and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful and so cute. How did I not know about it? So we got to make sure we cover all our bases here. So this first piece, One of my absolute favorites, if not my absolute favorite piece from this new collection, is the Crystal Cove glass cabinet in black. And it comes in both a 30-inch and a 60-inch version. So, you know, depending on the size and scale of your home or what kind of space you need it for, kind of makes it very flexible. If you want to just maybe put a piece of artwork above the smaller one or something like that. But I love glass cabinets. Basically, it's just an excuse to buy more home decor to put in it. But if that's something you don't want to do, then this might not be for you, you know? And I know $500 sounds expensive, but this similar style cabinet is available on like very high-end sites for a lot more money. So this is something that looks very elegant, very high end for a super low price point. I think all of us have that kind of weird wall in our living room where it needs some height, some decoration, but we just don't know what to put there. And this is a really, really beautiful piece for that. So yeah, definitely loving this piece, and don't be surprised if you see this one in my home a couple months from now, you know what I mean? Okay. But this next product is a metal log holder with a leather sling. So this is becoming really trendy right now. It's a great accent to a fireplace if you display just some really pretty wood next to it. So it does look a lot like a magazine holder, but it's definitely a bigger scale. You could probably use this as a magazine holder. I haven't seen it in person, which is why I like to go to the store and try to find them, but I think this would be a good size for one. I know typically if you get a higher end magazine holder, they are bigger. So this could double as that, but you know, I really, really love this piece. You guys know I'm a big fan of metal accents. I think metal accents just make a space look so much more expensive, especially when they're mixed in with other materials. Like this has metal. So I don't know, I just love that combo, and I think this would be really pretty to accent a fireplace if you just had an empty corner of it and you just didn't know what to do with it, or you wanted to use it as a magazine rack. So yeah, love, love, love this piece. All right, so this collection, as I've mentioned in the Shop With Me portion, has a lot of really beautiful artwork, and this is one of my absolute favorites. It is this House Amidst the Trees framed canvas, and I think this would look so beautiful propped up on a counter or against a desk, kind of like the picture behind me, or, you know, in a gallery wall. I love the size of it, how it's short and long, so it would be really great if you wanted to put it underneath your countertop, like underneath cabinets or something like that. I love the colors in this. I think it looks very fall without screaming fall, if that makes sense. And it's only $18. I just personally love this piece. I think it could go with a lot of different decor styles. That is something fun too, to go through the seasons and just kind of swap out your artwork so things feel fresh and like they're season appropriate. I think it's a very upscale way to, you know, kind of decorate your home for the season of fall. So yeah, I really like this piece, and for $18, that's a really good price. Okay, so something that we don't always think about changing to update the look of our spaces is lighting. And I honestly think that lighting can make one of the biggest differences and is one of the most overlooked elements of home decorating. I think people get complacent because they have a light and it works, or they get intimidated by switching something out. And you guys, switching out lighting really isn't that hard. Obviously safety first, but there's lots of videos on YouTube. It can be a little bit of a headache, but for an hour of headache, I feel like it can make mountains of a difference for your space. So this ring chandelier is one of my absolute favorite pieces from this collection. I think that it would instantly just upgrade the look of your dining room table. I like that it hangs low. It just creates a very casual yet elegant setting, and I don't know, I just really love this. I think it's a very classic piece, which you really get your money's worth for pieces like that because, you know, they stand the test of time and they aren't super trendy. So I personally love this. I love the black accents. You guys know I'm a big fan of contrast. So if you have a lighter room, a lighter table, or if you have like black dining chairs, this is a great way to kind of tie in the black. Yeah, they also have it in brass as well if black is not your style, but she has it styled with both in a picture, and I just think it looks so beautiful. So definitely a huge, huge fan of this piece. This feels like designer lighting that we're getting at Target prices. So okay, so this next piece is a floor mirror, and I love floor mirrors because they're super versatile. You can use them in a bedroom, a office, a guest room, wherever. You could even use them in a living room if you had empty space on a wall, or like an entryway if it was the right entryway. I don't know. I just think that they're very versatile, and a lot of you guys asked me about my arched mirror in our bedroom. I got that one at HomeGoods, but this is a really great alternative to that because number one, it has a wood frame, and I feel like that's honestly very hard to find. And if you can find mirrors with wood frames, I feel like they tend to be more expensive. So the fact that we have an arched mirror in a wood frame is very unique, which is just something I love about this collection, is that she creates such unique, beautiful pieces. And I love, love, love the look of this. I feel like the wood just could warm up a room. It'd look great with a little plant popped next to it. And like I said on this channel before, I'm obsessed with arches. I feel like arches instantly make your space feel a lot more interesting, and they just juxtapose many 90-degree angles that are just super common in home design. So I think it looks really great. The price point on this one is actually very impressive. I would expect it to be more than $100. Now, it's not like a super huge like statement mirror, and it's not like a tiny mirror that you would put on the back of a door or something. It's like somewhere in the middle, but yeah, I really, really love this piece. So this next item, when I saw it for the first time, I was just so stunned by it. I love the look of this, but it's so simple at the same time. It is this column black table lamp, and this totally, to me, looks like something that would be sold on Mcgee & Co.'s lighting section, which if you guys aren't familiar with that, those table lamps are like $500 and up. It's just such a designer looking lamp for $60. It also includes the lampshade. I know sometimes it's just the lamp base, so that's nice. And it totally, to me, looks like something you could get at Restoration Hardware. I love the simplicity of it. I think it really makes a statement, but it wouldn't take up a ton of space if you had smaller nightstands or something like that. And you guys also know how I feel about black accents. I love it. So love, love, love this piece. All right, so this next piece I love because I feel like it's super versatile. It can fit into many different decor styles, and it's great for fall. So it has like a little bit of a fall feeling without being like, you know, too much in your face. So it is this artificial berry plant arrangement in a ceramic vase. And first of all, I love the vase. I love the coloring of it. I think that it looks very Italian, Tuscan. We all love Italy over here. So, you know, I love anything that feels like it kind of transports you to another place. It just looks like an old vintage Italian pot, which I just love the look of that. And then long twiggy branches are very trendy right now. It's a really great way to add height and make a piece become more of a statement with like very long, big, twiggy type plants. So I love that they're berries, so it kind of makes it feel like a little bit more fall, but this could totally be used year round at the same time. So love, love, love. All right, so this is one of the items that I was super bummed to not see in the store because I really wanted to see the coloring of it in person, but I will say Target is super great with returns, so it's like basically worry-free if you get it in your space and you're like, this isn't the right color. But I am really intrigued by this piece. It is the Rustic Brown Vase by Threshold, and you guys know I'm a really big fan of incorporating very worn-looking vintage and antique pieces into your home decor and mixing those with newer pieces. This is a very high-end designer thing to do, and I think that this piece does that. It's only $25. It comes in 2 sizes, so the fact that we can get this for $25 and it looks like it's been sitting, aging out in the Italian sun for years is amazing. I love the little chippy detail on there. They even have a close-up of that in the photos, and I just think that this is such a gorgeous piece, so I will probably be ordering this one. I think it looks really pretty on its own if you order one of the sizes, but I also think both of them together look very expensive, very intentional, placing like the similar ones together, especially for those of us who are a little OCD and we like things to match. I like the pair of 2, so you can get 2 of them for $50, which is a really good deal, because if you were getting this at an antique mall, it'd probably be like $100, which is crazy. So yeah. All right, so if you guys follow my channel on the reg, you know that I'm of the mindset that you can never have too many throws, and I love this one because it comes in some really pretty fall jewel tone colors, so it could be great to kind of change things up with the seasons. And it's this chunky knit throw blanket. It's only 35 bucks, and I feel like a lot of like chunky knit things are very expensive. They can be like $100 plus. While the knit on this isn't like super duper chunky, it still has like really good texture. It also comes in a white color, which I believe that's probably going to sell out the quickest just because it is a neutral and everyone loves their neutral blankets, but it does have some really pretty jewel tones as well. I'm a big fan of the navy if you have more of a lighter couch or something like that, so love this blanket. So this next piece is super trendy in home decor right now, and it is this 12-inch decorative tassel figurine by Threshold, and this is just something that you can kind of use to add a little bit of texture and decoration to your space. I love that it's neutral. I love the kind of worn look that it has on the wood part of the tassel. You're probably like, what would I use this for, Jenna? And I'm like, well, in the picture here, they have it kind of like draped on that cabinet that I'm obsessed with. But I think it would look really cute if you had, you know, maybe like a coat hanger or something and you just wanted more decorative things to be displayed on it. You could put like a hat and like one of these tassels. It just never hurts to have lying around and add just a little bit of something extra. And for $15, to be part of the current home decor trends, why not? You know what I mean? I don't know. I really like this one. All right, you guys, so that about wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed. The Studio Mcgee line with Target is probably one of my absolute favorites, as I've said, just because it does make really high-end designer pieces available to us at affordable price points, or at least much more affordable than they would be with her Mcgee & Co line. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, happy online shopping, or happy shopping if you're gonna go into Target and check this out for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.